Hello and welcome to this, the 100th edition of Y-PAC CityCast. I'm Randy Beeler. With the recent departure of Cliff Moore from his position as Yakima City Manager, the City Council appointed City Prosecutor Cynthia Martinez to serve as interim City Manager while the Council works to fill the spot on a longer-term basis. Martinez was chosen by the Council to serve in the interim City Manager role during the search for a manager to fill the job through at least early next year. The Council is responsible for hiring only one employee, the City Manager. The Manager is responsible for day-to-day operations of the city. The Council plans to hire a longer-term City Manager from a pool of retired managers who agree to work on an interim basis for several months. While that person is in place, the Council will decide how the position will be filled going forward. As I mentioned at the top of the show, this is the 100th edition of Y-PAC CityCast. That's quite a milestone and something all of us here at Y-PAC are very proud of. We've come a long way from that first show more than 5 years ago. We started in an office, moved to a studio, and now utilize virtual sets as part of CityCast. What an evolution. Our contributors, Ken Crockett, Sean Davidow, and John Fannin, have all helped make CityCast a valuable information resource for the Yakima community. Thanks to everyone who has been part of CityCast since its debut in May 2014. We especially thank Sean Davidow, who's the videographer, executive producer, editor, etc. of CityCast. We have a great team and a great show. Congratulations on our 100th edition. The City of Yakima has received funds to move forward with making a key area of Yakima's past an historic district. And a voice from CityCast's past is honored. With those stories, here's CityCast's John Fannin.
Thanks, Randy. A $12,000 state grant will help the City of Yakima explore the possibility of establishing Natchez Avenue as a local historic district. The funds are from the Washington State Department of Archaeology and Historical Preservation, which is also known as DAP. The money will be used to research historical buildings on Natchez Avenue. Depending on the condition of the buildings, Natchez Avenue could be nominated to the local Register of Historic Places to develop an awareness of that area and to preserve its historic integrity. Natchez Avenue is one of Yakima's oldest residential areas. The grant-funded work will likely begin in October and continue through next spring. This marks the second consecutive year that Yakima has received a DAP grant. In June of 2018, the city also received a $12,000 research grant for Fruit Row. Fruit Row is a row of fruit and agriculture-related facilities on First Avenue from Yakima Avenue all the way up to D Street. Some of the buildings on Fruit Row date back all the way to the late 1800s. Results of the Fruit Row research were unveiled during the June 26th City of Yakima Historic Preservation Commission meeting. The research shows 24 Fruit Row properties were built between 1892 and 1968 and have the potential for a National Register Historic District. The Historic Preservation Commission and Yakima Planning Commission held a joint meeting about the Fruit Row report on August 28th. The report will be presented to DAP in September. And speaking of history, as you know, this is the 100th episode of CityCast. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the individual who had this chair for the first 60 episodes of CityCast. Former Senior Community Relations Specialist Ken Crockett joined the City of Yakima in 1999 after more than 20 years with KIMA TV. During his time with the city, Crockett was promoted 3 times and was there when the City of Yakima's Community Relations Office began producing CityCast in May of 2014. Ken's topics on CityCast range from new playground equipment at the city's Randall Park to Yakima Police Department bike patrols. Ken retired from the city in February of 2017. He and wife, Jean, still call Yakima home. That's all for this trip down memory lane.
Back to you, Randy.
When we come back, you'll get a look at the beauty of parks in the City of Yakima. You're watching Y-PAC's CityCast.
911. Where's the emergency?
I'd like a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Ma'am, is there someone in the room with you?
Yes.
Okay, I've sent an officer. Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Summer is winding down. It has been a wonderful season this year, enjoyed by those young and old. To tell you more and to show you more, here's CityCast's Sean Davidow.
Randy, sometimes people ask me what I do here. I tell them I've produced about 100 of these programs, and sometimes I just go take pictures in parks. Last month, I had the chance to do that, so I rounded up the nieces, nephews, and a few neighbor kids, and here's the result. Thanks for 100 episodes, Randy. And we'll see you on episode 200. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you for joining us for this, the 100th edition of Y-PAC CityCast. Shout outs again to our CityCast crew, Sean and John, and the rest of our staff, Mike and Bonnie. Well done, all well done. There are many ways for you to keep up to date with what's going on with the City of Yakima. The city's website at yakimawa.gov features a wide variety of information about city programs and services, as well as upcoming city council and city committee meetings. The city's Facebook page, Twitter feed, and Instagram page keep you connected to important news and information, and you can watch Y-PAC programming and other videos on the city's YouTube channel. Thanks again for being part of the 100th edition of Y-PAC CityCast. I'm Randy Beeler. Take care.
For more information on Y-PAC programming, please call 575-6092.